What's going on, guys? Your boy HQ420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode of Beyond the Cube. Of course, we've got the powerful one with us as always, Corey Hughes. Corey, tonight, are you doing well?
Yes.
I mean, hey, dramatic pause and all. Dramatic pause and all. I mean, it's a definite yes, and that is good to hear. I'm doing well myself. We're back in the building. It's been a little quiet. It's been a little quiet. Not a whole lot. It's kind of the same old, same old. We just had.
Well, the world's
folks.
still burning down as normal, you know.
Is that what's happening?
So, yeah, but it's been going on for decades, so we don't really even notice much anymore.
Okay. Well, I mean, we still got the number one thing, the folks just acting up in Minneapolis, and I thought somebody had a very telling statistic that they put up there, and they were like, if you look at it, where the most deportations are happening, it's in Texas and Florida. It's like, well, why don't you hear anything from Texas and Florida? It's because they're cooperating, and folks ain't out there obstructing them, deporting people. And so I actually think a lot of the video and stuff I see, and I think it's actually, it's actually great marketing if you're trying to market against ICE. But I just think it's just people out there agitating. I just think it's just agitators out there, like paid agitators. They have no reason to really be out there, except they're getting paid to be out there and be in the way and cause some shit to happen.
You always have the useful idiots, though. You know, the people who are like, you always got them, right? And say it's nothing would ever be able to be pulled off without the useful idiots. They're a crucial part of every operation. And yeah, so who knows? I don't know. I try not to pay it much mind. I know that it's agitation, and then the government. They do things that they know will cause the government to respond, and then when they respond, they're like, "See, they're responding." Mm-hmm. It's like, "Fuck you," right? So here's another thing that's another thing they've weaponized. You know, they've weaponized the protesting, because once upon a time, protesting was real. But when protesting was real, they would tar and feather your ass. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, what I wouldn't do to live back in those days. Dueling motherfuckers and shit.
What, the tar and feather days?
Oh yeah, I'd bring a 9mm. You know what I mean? I'd win every duel.
The question is, was this the literal tar and feather, or was this the proverbial tar and feather?
This is literal tar and feather. They would they would dump tar. Okay, you gotta bring up some tar and feather shit, bro. We gotta go into this.
Tar and feather. I mean, come on now. Let's see. Oh, okay.
We were told this was okay.
This. So. Tarring and feathering is a form of public torture where a victim is stripped naked or stripped to the waist, while wood tar is either poured or painted onto the person. The victim then either has feathers thrown on them or is rolled around in a pile of feathers so they stick to the tar. Okay? It was used to enforce unofficial justice or revenge. It was used in medieval Europe and its colonies in the early modern period, as well as the early American frontier. So America does have a little running with a little tar and feathering. It said mostly as a form of vigilante justice. All right. And let's see, the image of a tar and feathered outlaw remains a metaphor for severe public criticism. Now it says tarring and feathering was a very common punishment in British colonies in North America during 1766 to 1776. So we had a good 10-year run there. All right. The most famous American tarring and feathering is that of John Malcolm, a British loyalist during the American Revolution. So there it is, the history of tarring and feathering. We only had a 10-year run. We had a decade run here in the States. So we didn't do it for too long. We won't in the game for too long. Here we moved the punishment's a little bit more promising. All right, did they just run their course, or did people were finally like, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore? I guess societies, the mind of people changes over time. So it took a decade, but yeah, Corey believes we should bring it back. Okay, and it should be. I'm assuming it should be public, Corey. Is that correct? Public tarring and feathering.
Absolutely.
Man said without a doubt, it all needs to be public. There's no doubt about it. Is this what we need to bring about change? You know, we always hear people talking about bringing about change. Would this be the step to bring about change, Corey? That's what we want to know. That's what the people in the audience want to know. That's it.
We need to embrace lawlessness once again.
Yeah, don't they have suggestion boxes at the Capitol? Do they have suggestion boxes?
Yeah, but if you put that in the suggestion box, I think you'd have like all the 3-letter agencies show up at your house in like 10 minutes because, you know, they like freedom for, you know, countries that need it, but they don't like freedom for here at home.
Okay, well, a few countries need some freedom because they got some resources we need, so they need a little freedom.
Bro,
you know,
China got some resources, man. You seen China? They got some big gold deposit they just found.
Yeah. Look, and people always talk about, oh, your place sucks, this place sucks. Look, man, every place on the planet is trying to screw you, okay? I mean, it's just all there is to it. I mean, that is their active goal because it's just people you're dealing with. So, you know, our thought process that is something more than just people that we're dealing with is incorrect, okay? And so there's one thing that I know is that people in general are trying to screw you over, all right? And I don't think it's any fault of their own, all right? We've got the original sin, okay? No doubt about it. And, you know, we're cursed with wanting to remain superior over somebody else. That's just all there is to it, all right? Superiority. And I think that's the law of the jungle, you know, the law of nature. I said, let me go duke this shit out, and I'm going to show you that I'm better than you. Okay.
That's what China said about the world lately. They said it's slipping back into the law of the jungle.
Oh, is that what they said?
Yep.
The Chinaman.
The Chinaman said that.
Some weird shit. China's some weird shit. Is there really 2 billion people in China?
Let's look into this. Saying that there's Let's get to the bottom of it right now.
Yeah.
Ask Grok. Why do they say that China's got not that many people?
Hold on. We want to see. Okay, I'm sorry. I was a little high. The AI. This is a Google AI. Said its population is over 1.4 billion. Okay, making it the second most populous country after India. So India got more folks. You say
Jesus Christ.
India surpassed China around 2023. Okay.
Bro, they need to just build a wall around India like that place is World War Z.
Yeah, it stinks there, don't it? Look, man,
they got rivers of shit.
They got Punjabs, and the Punjabs has got a particular scent at all times. Okay, I mean it's just like they got a distinct scent, and you're like, okay, and it's like curry. You know, curry's got that distinct scent. It doesn't Indian people eat curry a lot? Any of the people who eat curry? Am I wrong?
Yes.
That's the people who eat. Okay, all right. Now it says China's population is actually sinking. Okay, because it may not actually have ever been over 1 billion people. There's some people that are saying that it's more like 500 million.
I've heard even less than that. I heard one lady say that it was 150 million. Well, that seems a little low. Yeah, but she was a Chinese bitch who defected and had a grudge. You know how you can never believe what people say. You know, everyone's got a fucking reason for making shit up.
Well, here's the thought process. It's like, how is your population growing exponentially all this time when you only have a one-child policy? It can't.
I don't think they have that anymore.
Yeah, they don't. But they enforced it from 1979 to 2015.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, they just upped it to where you could have 3 children in 2021. But now it's fully lifted because they got a bunch of old niggas. So you gonna tell me right there for what's that? 30, 45 years? Is that right? 79, 2015? That ain't right. 35 years? 36 years. 36 years. It was one child to curb the population growth. And you mean to tell me your shit was still going up? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
So
like I
Russia
got a
like
brow
gives like
raised.
rewards to have kids, don't they? Doesn't Russia have some shit where they give rewards for having kids? They give you money or some shit.
I know. I don't know if Russia does, but I think, if I'm correct, I think I seen that Korea. I think I seen that Korea was paying niggas. Let me see something here. Do I got that up here? Maybe it's on my TikTok. I think I seen Korea was paying folks because South Korea, because they struggling. They struggling all the way together. But I mean, they ain't nobody fucking down there. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to get some fucking going on. They said we ain't doing no fucking around. All right. So I mean, damn, I thought I had saved it. I didn't save it. I think they were paying like $12,000 if you got married, and so however many $1,000 if you had one kid or 2 kids, or you know what I'm saying? Like they were going all the way. They were going all the way out, bud, all the way at it. Like they were like, "Bo, we need to we need to make this shit happen because I mean we're gonna cease to exist right here shortly." That's just all there is to it. Which I think most of the population is or most of the known world. Okay, I don't know what's past Antarctica, but most of the known world is going down as far as the amount of kids that are being had.
What's past Antarctica?
Oh, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said the known world.
Isn't that the bottom of the earth right there?
Technically, it's at the bottom and the top, isn't it? Which had never made any sense. Is that
Are
correct?
you a
Am I
flat
correct?
Earth dude? I think maybe flat Earth people think that.
Oh, okay. Is that right? So what's the thing at the North Pole? It's just the North Pole.
Yes, allegedly there's there's a big black pyramid there, and it's not a one landmass, it's 4 landmasses that have 4 entryways to the pyramid. That was supposedly on some old 1500s maps or something like that.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay.
bring it up. Let's look at some maps of Antarctica.
Come on, man. Man said, bring it up. Let's see, maps of Antarctica. Hold
Oh no,
on.
that's the Arctic, isn't it?
Or
The north is the
should I
Arctic.
just? You
Google
see, I don't know if this
pyramid
is.
at the center of the Arctic.
Oh, I don't want to Google that quite yet. Hold on, let me pull this up first. I mean, we're gonna Google it though, but I want to pull this up first. So this is technically what we got. So Antarctica is at the booty. This is South Pole. All right. This is what they say.
Or it's the ice wall for flat Earth.
Yeah, it would look a little bit different if you were flat Earth. But this is what the PC damn science driven model looks like. Okay. Now we want to see what we want to see. Pyramid in Antarctica. Antarctica. Man, this tells you right now there's no man-made pyramids in Antarctica. That's what it tells you, Corey. I mean, and we got the. Oh, okay. Is this AI? Oh, okay. Some people saying this is a pyramid. Is this what we're talking about?
I don't think that's the pyramid.
It says fact or fiction. Fiction, is this a pyramid?
I think it's a mountain.
Well, I mean, just yes, probably, but look how triangular it is. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, Corey.
Like mountains are triangular, like a mountain. You mean?
Yeah, look at this is History Channel. Okay,
Okay, if
pyramids
that's the
found
case, were
beneath
they
the
all
ice.
drunk?
The
It's a little wonky,
unexplained.
isn't it? The center is off center. Dude, unless they were drunk,
Yeah.
that's a
Uh,
mountain.
don't they say corrosion over time? Isn't that the way that works?
I
Corrosion.
don't think so. Not in that
Okay,
pattern.
so you're saying that's not true. All
I'm saying it's not true.
right.
Not that I have
So
objections to there being pyramids and shit, but they say all kinds of shit is all kinds of shit, and so that looks like it's very imperfect.
okay,
A
so we want
pyramid
to
would
know
be more precise.
what's in Antarctica. Okay, massive ice
Penguins.
sheet covering mountains, valleys, and lakes, holding most of the world's fresh water, but also harbors unique life like penguins, seals, whales, and diverse marine organisms. Plus research stations with scientists studying its extreme environment. While beneath the ice are ancient riverbeds, mountains, and even subglacial lakes. Okay. So 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 I mean, was life once on Antarctica? True life. You know what I'm saying? Was there a civilization in Antarctica? Do we know? Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Is it out of the question?
Okay.
No. But for some reason, no one can go there, right? And they got the international treaty that no one's going to Antarctica, right?
Yeah, is that right? The international treaty?
Yeah.
Okay.
International treaty that no one can go to Antarctica or something. I'm sure that's not what it's called.
Antarctica. Here we go. Okay, so all right, so here's what we got. We got the Antarctic Treaty, which was signed in 1959, dedicates Antarctica to peace and science, demilitarization of the continent, prohibiting nuclear activity, and promoting scientific cooperation while suspending territorial claims, making it a unique model for international cooperation by reserving it as a natural reserve for all humanity. This treaty established a system of governance for the region, ensuring freedom of research, banning military bases and nuclear explosions, and creating environmental protections through related agreements. Though growing geopolitical interests and climate change present modern challenges to this stability. Okay? This is the treaty. So the question is why?
That sounds like a bunch
I
of
mean,
bullshit cover story stuff.
I mean, that's the number one question. The number one question is why. I mean, and that's it. Like, why Antarctica? Why do you not want to fight over Antarctica? Y'all all came together. That's everybody. International treaty. Now we talking about we can't get 20 niggas in the same room and say, "Hey man, we're gonna have chicken and shrimp." You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we can't.
So I can see how I can see how if they, obviously they sent people there. The whole Admiral Byrd story is still weird. You know that story?
Admiral Byrd.
Admiral Byrd. Okay, you gotta pull that one up. Admiral Byrd, Antarctica.
Okay.
So
There it is.
what if
First
they
thing.
went down there? What if they went down there and they found genuine evidence of Egypt fucking structures down there, right? Because what if it wasn't the South Pole at one time and it was tropical, which is a theory.
Mm-hmm.
What if they went down there and they found that shit, all sticking out of the ice and whatnot? I could see them covering that shit up.
There's potential.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what
because I don't think that Egyptian shit, I think, is way older than Egypt, than what we know is the old Egyptian shit. Like there's pictures, you can look them up. There's clear evidence of water erosion on the Sphinx. And there hasn't been rain in that fucking area for 9,000 years. And even if there was rain 9,000 years ago, it's thousands of years for rain to fucking erode stone like that. So you're looking at
Mhm.
like how many thousands of years does it take to make these deep fucking grooves in this fucking stone? 10,000 years? I don't even fucking know. But that would imply that the Sphinx and all that shit was built like, some people think 30, 40,000 years ago.
Okay.
Some even
Okay.
think it's even further. So that's why this shit's important, because it would undermine the belief that we're 6,000 years old and came from Adam and Eve and shit.
Okay. All right.
Because that's still the underlying
Now,
mythology that they stick to as far as like the official story goes. You know what I mean?
right.
Like the
Right.
first
Now,
civilization was Sumeria, and these people wrote on tablets. You know, I'm more of a believer of the advanced civilization that ran around in loincloths.
I was loincloths.
I'm like,
Everybody
they
was
got
in a
DVDs and
loincloth.
condos. Yeah, they got DVDs and condos and running around with little fig leaf shit. Whatever.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's it. Running around
They
with the
couldn't
fig
invent
leaf.
pants. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers couldn't invent pants or a jacket. They just drape dead animals over their shoulders. Give me a break.
Yeah, with the
Advanced civilization.
loincloth. With the
Yeah, I don't get it. I just
loincloth.
don't get it.
Hey, well, I mean, here's what I do know about the loincloth is that it had to be very comfortable. There's not really any bunching. Okay, chafing was not a thing. All right,
Yeah, so
so
that reminds me. Did you see the very recent footage of the first contact with that tribe in the Amazon?
I seen some rumors about it, but I'm like, man, maybe y'all need to leave them niggas alone.
Yeah. So definitely, I think they shot one of the white guys with an arrow. But those guys, they had this like thing that covered their fucking midsection, right? And then all their balls were just hanging out the bottom. So
Damn, whole sack.
the whole sack just hanging free. It's like, hey man, I think you missed the spot. You got to lower that thing a little.
Man said just a whole nut sack just hanging right out the bottom. There it is. It's like, what was I about
Did
got this
you?
thing covered up?
You gotta look at. You gotta at least see a picture of these guys. It's fucking wild.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know if I should. I don't.
so.
Should I pull up the picture of this nut sack?
Yeah, because it'll be fuzzed. I'm sure. Whatever picture you find, they're gonna fuzz the fucking thing. But it's kind of wild because we got motherfuckers like, we got motherfuckers going into space, and then we got people who like still live in the jungle, and we're all the same species, which is
Mm-hmm.
odd, isn't it? It's just odd. It's just fucking weird.
Yeah, it is odd. Oh, let me tell the people about Admiral Byrd. Okay, so he had his Antarctic expeditions. He was mapping terrain, discovering Mount Sidley, and finding unique polar flora like lichens, and testing cold weather technologies for military use. Said, however, French theories stemming from alleged secret diaries claim he found a hidden, lush inner Earth civilization with flying machines. Okay, so that's Admiral Byrd.
See, I don't know if that's his own words. Is that his own words, or is that somebody's like, speculation conspiracy thing?
Well, I don't know. It says alleged secret diaries, so everything's alleged. So it's could it be real? Could it not be real? Forged, not forged. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, we're uncertain. But this is where they've got the the Hollow Earth, because that's the same shit that the Meg came from. Same shit Godzilla come from. The Hollow Earth.
Right. So the Hollow Earth, man. So it's interesting because we know there's heat underground, and we know there's water underground. So if you have heat and water, I mean, I guess technically life can thrive, unless it gets way too fucking hot, right? Once they get down like a couple miles, the temperature gets like super hot down there. Is that true? I think that's true.
Yeah, I believe so.
So that's got to be taken into consideration if someone could live down there. Why is it hot down there? The core of the Earth is like fucking what, 4,000 miles away? It's like 8,000 miles across, so it's 4,000 miles to the center of the Earth. So how does going down just a couple hundred fucking going down a mile or two? Like, how does it start getting hot down there?
That's a good
It's
question.
weird. Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I don't know. Like a lot of life is weird. It's like I tend to wake up daily and I'd be like, this is weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I'm awake and I'm here, it's like I'm like,
So another thing that's
how?
weird is I catch
Mhm.
myself because I do the same things. I'm in the same routine. I work from home.
Right.
I try to break it up by going out to I try to break it up by going out to sit in a restaurant and get something to eat, break up the routine a little bit. But for the most part, I get up, I get a cup of coffee, I scroll through X for 5 minutes to make sure the world did or didn't melt down. Then I go back to bed for a little while, I watch TV and, catch up on the news. And
Mhm.
then I, get cleaned up, and then I sit down and my day starts, and I realize like, it's like Groundhog Day sometimes because it's the same thing all the time. And then I catch it being the same thing all the time. And I'm like, damn, what's the date? It's the same thing I was doing a year ago.
Yeah. 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 Do similar stuff all the time. You get in routine. And matter of fact, when the routine is broken, it's like weird. Like that's when the day feels weird. It's like, oh, I'm doing something different today. So like,
I like that.
I had a
I want that every
basketball.
day.
Yeah, I had a basketball game today at 5, and like I don't never have a basketball game at 5, so it was just like weird. And like I was there, and I was like,
It
I
felt
should
different.
technically, I should technically still be at work right now. So it's like, and like usually I go to the gym after work. So like I got done with the game. It was 6 o'clock. I was coming home, and I was like, huh, you know. I mean, that's what you just like. You like feels like I'm missing something in the day. That's the feeling that you have. And so, I don't know. There's some people out there who are not so much in a routine. Actually, they're a little sporadic with the things they do. It's usually women. It's usually not men. I would probably say for the most part. Usually women want something sporadic to happen. Gestures, trips, comments of affirmation. Random, more drama filled. That tends to be women. Whereas men, we're just kind of boring creatures. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just like, it's like, hey man, dinner's at 5, and I scratch my nuts at 8:30, and I be to bed by 10. I mean, what we talking about? I mean, it's just like, it's like, hey, my favorite sports team's coming on, and I see this a lot. Women get there talk about, man, oh, they don't want to do this and do that. I was like, yeah, most of them just want to just chill. I just chill out. And I just do the same shit all the time because that's what I like to do. I mean, it just is what it is. So, and I think it's been like that for like all time. I wonder how men used to chill out back in the day before like TV and shit like that. I guess they go out back and shoot bottles off a tree, wouldn't they? Or some shit like that.
And they get home and they drink and sit in their chair.
Yeah, and fuck. That'd be it. They'd be like, hey, woman, bring me that punani. It said, do what? It said, bring me that punani. It said, man, I ain't got shit else to do. I might as well get a little bit. And see how you said something about drinking, Corey. I keep seeing where liquor makers, beer makers, they keep talking about sales going down. And I'm like, matter of fact, I got me a clip right here. They've been putting this stuff all over the news. Like, they're trying to get the word out to say, hey, man, maybe get you a liquor drink today. Let me get this up here. Here we go.
5 of the biggest alcohol makers in the world are sitting on what's described as a lake of unsold alcohol. 20 dollars worth of inventory, according to the
I'm not
Financial
hearing it.
Times, as a result of people drinking less than they used to. And to think there's still a week to go in dry January.
Oh, shit. You didn't hear that?
Oh, man, I lost your sound. Something happened.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is the issue we were having earlier. People in the chat, let me know if y'all heard the guy talking. If you can leave that in the chat. I know we got a few people in the chat on both channels. Let me know if you heard the guy talking about the drop in demand of alcohol. Leave it in the chat, please. With honors. Maybe, maybe not. Corey Hughes will be returning shortly. if we can get him back in the ball game, he's completely frozen. I wonder if he backed out. Yeah, this drop in demand in alcohol. I'm like, look, here's what the
Hello.
deal is. Yeah, you're back. Oh my God, how did this happen? This is some crazy. Okay, there it goes. It got rid of your other person. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, all right, cool. Let me see if I can replay this. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear it.
5 of the biggest alcohol makers in the world are sitting on what's described as a lake of unsold alcohol. $22 billion worth of inventory, according to the Financial Times, a result of people drinking less than they used to. And to think there's still a week to go in dry January.
So, I mean, right
That sounds
there
like a
out
good
the
time to
gate-
start drinking.
Yeah. Now, right out the gate, I got to let people know that the reason your younger generation is not drinking is because first you've got all the access to different things to get you high. All right, this quote unquote legal, okay, that you can get your hands on. And then secondly, niggas is broke. Okay, I mean, niggas is broke. Look, back during my heyday, during my career, I could go to the bar and I could go in there with $50. All right. And $50 would get you blackout drunk. Like somebody need to take they probably need to load you up and take you home. $50 right now, man, if you go in and getting drinks, you might get 3 drinks. I'm partial to an old fashioned. Okay. When I go to a restaurant, I don't get drinks a lot. Usually when we go out of town, I'll get one every once in a while. But I like the old 43 at the Yard House. I like to get that. It's $12. That's one drink. So it's like, how many of those are you gonna get? When you go to a ball game, what was it? My boss told me they went to. We actually got them hockey tickets for him and his sons for Christmas. So they went and saw a Carolina Hurricanes game, and it's like, yeah, the beer there, it's 23 ounce, $17 a beer. How many of those you want? It's $17 a pop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like I don't understand why people aren't drinking. Like, dog, it's costing the ass. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I seen my girlfriend was talking about cigarettes. She doesn't smoke cigarettes anymore, but she used to. And she was like, "Yeah, cigarettes are really expensive." I was like, "Man, they can't be about $4 or $5 a pack. Man, like $10 a pack." I'm like, "Dude, what?" I mean, let me make sure. Cigarettes per pack. I don't even know I don't even know how you would buy cigarettes. Cigarettes. Oh, cost. Come on, man. Yeah, a pack of cigarettes in the U.S. costs around $8. Around $8 on average for a pack of cigarettes.
That's like if you smoke a pack a day, that's like $250 a month. Actually, more than that because of tax. Probably like $275 a month.
That's what I'm saying. And when you go to New York, they're $14 to $18 a pack.
See, that's some social engineering bullshit, though. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. People have a right to kill themselves slowly if they want.
Yeah, that's the sin tax right there, Corey. This is for the sinners, okay? It's like my man trying to do the 50% sin tax on the OnlyFans models in Florida. You know, he's trying to break them down with that. But yeah, I mean, we talking about $8 a pack, and I know some people back in the day who were doing a lot of smoking, and Bo, they saying they were smoking 2 to 3 packs a day. I'm like, nigga, I mean, did you just stay with a cigarette in your hand? I don't even know how you find the time in the day to smoke that much. But you gotta think, Bo, if you were smoking 2 packs a day, that's $16 a day right now.
And so if you smoke 20 cigarettes in a day at 5 minutes a cigarette break, that's like 100 minutes. That's almost 2 hours of your day.
Mm-hmm. And I could believe folks were wasting that. Dude, we used to have a bunch of people at work smoke cigarettes. Like a bunch of people. Bo, they got out of that shit. Because, I mean, being a mechanic and everything, you got to turn hours. Like if you ain't in there doing anything, you don't just get paid by the hour, dog. If you don't turn nothing in, you don't get paid nothing. So I was just sitting there, I was like, man, y'all boys smoking cigarettes, man, you wasting 2 hours of the day, and so it's costing you. It's costing you twice, actually, because you got to buy the cigarettes, then you're not getting your time because you're not working on anything. So I'm like, man, cigarettes is dumb. And some people say it gets them high, like they get a high off of them. Is this true?
Nah, only if you're not a smoker. If you're not a smoker and you smoke a cigarette, you'll get a little buzz, but it's not worth. No, it's not. No, it's more like you getting sick.
Oh, okay, sick only. Let's see what Google got to say. It said it causes the brain to release adrenaline, and that creates a buzz of pleasure and energy. The buzz quickly fades, though.
No, you need your fix. You need your fix, and then you get it, so you relax for a minute, and that's it.
Oh, okay. So it's a relaxing tool. You know what was the going thing back in the day? After you had some intercourse, you smoke you a cigarette. I'm actually not sure why that was the case. Actually, I always wondered about that. He said, "I just got in having some sex, man. Let me get one of them fags over there." Isn't that what they call them? Isn't that what they call them in Britain? A fag. Yes. I said, "Hey, man, stroke me one of them fags over there." I'm like, "Excuse me." I'm talking about a cigarette, man. Settle down, okay? Oh man, hey. There's all kind of terms and stuff that has transformed throughout history, have been used for multiple different meanings. And I never understood why they called cigarettes a fag. I was like, who started that one? And then how did it transpire into somebody that was gay? And then it's more of like a slur. Because don't they say fag's a slur? Isn't that technically a slur?
Uh-huh. I guess,
get technical about it. So I'm like, is it really a slur, or am I just describing? Okay, I'm just using a descriptive term. I'm not trying to slur anybody's name. It's like, well, sir, you are a man, correct? It's like, yes. And as a man, you do like dick, correct? Yes. Okay, you're a fag. I mean, look, man, I'll make the rules here, okay? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't out here making the rules out here. So why you trying to put this on me? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why are you trying to put this one on me? But that's what they try to do. All right, that's what they try to do, and it's insane.
Well, you have to be nice and have tolerance. Is what they told us.
Look, man, look. I think we did. Like, we did have tolerance, and then they just wanted to just throw it in your face, and you're like, all right, man, I was tolerating it, where I was at. Now you all up on me, And that's
I think you just summed up.
Like.
You just summed up the whole last couple of years in a nutshell.
Yeah, and
that's tolerant, and now you all up on me.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Okay, that's the number one issue. They got to sprinkle it in almost every show. in everything you do. One of the wildest commercials to me that I've seen, at least over the last decade, is the ones where it's like, take this pill and your HIV will be non-existent, sort of, kind of. You can fuck without a condom. That's pretty much what the commercial's saying. I'm just like, it's just a bunch of dudes up there kissing. I'm like, hold on a second, man. What is this?
It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing because I'm still of the fucking firm belief that, number one, HIV doesn't cause AIDS. Period. It's stupid. No one's ever been able to prove it. They don't know how the fucking thing works. It's ridiculous, and they can't figure it out because it has nothing to do with HIV. Has nothing to do with AIDS. They get you pumped up on their drugs like AZT and all this other shit. And back in the day, that's what killed everybody. And see, now they got drugs that really don't do shit, and they feed them to you, and they're like, see, it's keeping you alive when you'd have lived the whole fucking time anyway.
Oh, is that
it's
the way
such
it
a fucking it's such a fucking double, triple whammy that they're pulling on that whole community. It's fucking crazy, dude. It is crazy. Take this and you won't get HIV, motherfucker. Everybody's got HIV, okay? It's like polio. It's like, motherfucker, everyone has polio. Right now, you got polio. Polio don't cause no paralysis. It's bullshit. Same thing with HIV. HIV is probably a common carrier virus that everyone's fucking been exposed to at some point or another. It doesn't do shit. And they needed a scapegoat. And that's where, and then they murdered everybody with AZT. I mean, you saw, we lived through COVID with Dr. Fauci. He handled the AIDS shit too. I mean, give me a break. It's ridiculous. It's one of the biggest frauds ever perpetrated. So them commercials with a bunch of gay dudes taking that PrEP shit is hilarious.
Yeah, but it's outlandishly weird. And it's just like, I've seen, and like, it's been a thing now to push the narrative out there. And whether you believe in it or not is up to you. But it's just like, yeah, man, take those pills and like you have all the nasty raw butt sex you want to with them. No condom. I was like, man, what are y'all trying to push upon us? Okay.
You see, it's so funny because they know, number one, their drug don't do shit at all. It probably make you sick from something, but they know it doesn't do shit, and they know that HIV don't cause AIDS. So it's like they're giving you something to protect you from nothing. It's really quite it is. These people should be fucking stuck under the jail.
So you said they're hitting them with a double, triple whammy.
God, yes.
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 Double, triple. I've seen right here recently too a lot of folks saying that they're out there and they're freaking with people and not disclosing that they got the HIV. Which they say that you can't catch it unless they have a flare up. I don't know what the flare up looks like.
So let me be a hypocrite for a second. I'm totally convinced of everything I just told you. But if I banged some chick and then she told me she had HIV, I'd be pissed.
Maybe like, yo, man, said I'm coming in. I mean, 2 hands on the throat. I think it's a criminal offense not to disclose if you got that shit. If you got a damn STD.
Well, here's the problem, man. Like, what kind of tests are they using today? I don't even fucking know what kind of tests to determine if you got HIV or not. I've taken an HIV test when I was living in Vegas, and I don't understand it. Everything I've read about these tests, it just indicates it's more fraud, just like the PCR tests. Just like the PCR tests, the HIV tests are bullshit. So,
okay, so you're of the belief that it's fraud, that it's fraudulent in nature.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't think they understand shit about testing. I think there's some shit they can test for based on proven antibodies that you have. Like you can be exposed to some shit and then it creates antibodies and they can kind of test. I can get that. But all these other PCR and other bullshit is nonsense. Western blot is what they called the HIV test. The Western blot test. And fucking Kerry Mullins, who fucking invented the PCR stuff, which is not a test. He's like, that Western blot is complete bullshit. And all these people are testing positive for a thing that doesn't cause AIDS and is complete bullshit. He knew about that like fucking back in the 90s.
Okay. Well, how you feel about the herp? Well, I guess the herp is more, you can see the herp. chlamydia, you got the ooze that comes out your dick. Well, then they intentionally infected what's the Tuskegee Airmen with the
That was
chlamydia.
with was it chlamydia? I think it was like a hepatitis or something like that, or
Was it? Hold on.
it was something like that.
Tuskegee. Oh, syphilis. I'm sorry, syphilis.
Syphilis, yeah. So I knew a dude who, okay, this is a friend of mine told me this. He told me he told me that he had herpes and that it was bad for years and he couldn't take it anymore. And he got down on his hands and knees and he prayed to Jesus Christ that he couldn't take it anymore. And please, forgive him of his sins and take this away from him. And he said it did. It took it away and he hasn't had any issues in like 10 years. It just miraculously went away.
What does that mean?
It means people should pray more.
Man said, boy, I set one up on high one day and my herpes is gone. I'm like, I don't think that's how that works, but I mean, okay. Is it sure that he didn't just have a cold sore that day? What's some white folk get?
Man, you can get you can have a cold sore and then fucking give someone a fucking blowjob or something and give it to them. That's fucked up. Give them herpes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but if I see your lip all busted up, I think I'm gonna pass that day. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, "Hey, you want to come around?" I want to say, I was like, maybe not today. Let me let that stuff clear up before I do anything. Not saying that that you out here you contagious and you got the real shit, but you always want to be careful. All right. You can never be too careful out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? There's no need there's no need for me to put my dick on the line. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gambling like that. Because we all know, Bo, if you lose that, it's over, okay? And it doesn't even matter if you're having sex or not, okay? You could be having no sex, period. But you can't lose your member, all right? That's the ultimate no-no. It's like that. Hey, if somebody said, "Hey, man, I'm taking myself out," I'm like, "Why?" Because my dick got cut off. I'd be like, "I understand."
I understand.
I'm not even going. I ain't gonna try to talk you down from the ledge or nothing. And I'm gonna tell other people, leave them alone. Okay.
Bro, all that money you can have all that money in the world, and nothing would be the same.
Yeah, it's
no
just
matter what you
over,
bought.
man.
No matter how many cars you bought or whatever, nothing would fill that void.
That's a huge void, okay? All right? Whether yours was 3 inches or 10 inches, it's just a huge void, okay? It's just like, I don't think I can say, I can't breathe another day. That's the way I feel. Because as a man, like, if you see another dude get hit in the nuts, like we watch UFC all the time, you see somebody get hit in the nuts and you like feel it. You're like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you almost grab your own because you're like, if you've been hitting the balls before as a man, you know how that feels. And it ain't great. Okay? That's the ultimate equalizer right there. A swift kick to the nuts. Now, I've always said if you kick somebody there and it doesn't hurt them, oh my God. You want to talk about the mistake you've made? You're gonna get the shit beat out of you. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be horrendous. But it's always been one of those things. It's just like, all right, I could lose an arm, I could lose a leg, I could lose an eye, ear off. It said, what if your dick got cut off? But that's it. Canada, here I come. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all accepting people, ain't you? I mean, y'all let me come up there and get right. Let your boy get right. You know what I'm saying? Let your boy get right. Corey, I've got what's this? Jared Kushner, he's got a rendering of what Gaza's gonna look like with skyscrapers. Here we go. They're gonna turn Gaza into the shopping mall of the world. Let me get this up here. Here we go. If I get the damn. All right, here we go. Got that. Look at this. Look at this master plan right here. Got the master plan. Look at this. Coastal tourism. Corey, You see this, don't you?
No one's going to go there. These people are so short-sighted.
What do you mean?
I swear. These people are so
look at
dumb.
This. Look at New Rafa. New Rafa.
Okay. So, here, let me make my point.
Okay.
So everyone hates the fucking Jews, right? And everyone's saying on social media how they hate the Jews. So what do they fucking do? They buy fucking TikTok so nobody can talk about it anymore. They buy CBS and they try to put a pro fucking Israel slant on every goddamn story they do. And look at their stock and look at their viewership and look at nobody wants their fucking slop, okay? Nobody wants it. That's why they're losing fucking money hand over fist. They can't influence the narrative because they're fucking stupid and their fucking platform is garbage and everyone's abandoning ship. And this is the same fucking thing. They got all these plans and no one's going to go. You think any of the Arabs are going to go fucking celebrate on the bones of Gazans? I don't fucking think so. You think no one's going to go there except a bunch of fucking Jews and their fucking cuck fucking, goyim. They're Sabbat goy.
Look, hey, Kushner said a futuristic new Gaza city could be built rapidly if Hamas disarms. He said, look at what y'all could have. You see this photo right here, Corey? This is what Kushner's saying. He said, look at what y'all could have. Look at the lush greenery here. The skyscrapers. Food, water. Colonialism. Are these boats, is this Christopher Columbus boats out here? I like slave boats, slave trade. Is that what this is?
Okay, so here this is all right, this is a bullshit statement. Okay, this is a catchphrase, okay? And you got to hear this for what it is. A futuristic city, new Gaza City could be built rapidly. Somebody doesn't speak fucking English. Could be built rapidly if, quote, Hamas disarms, end quote, okay? If Hamas disarms. That's a bullshit statement. It's called a poison pill because there's no such thing as Hamas disarming because Hamas ain't fucking disarming ever because you're trying to steal their fucking land. So they're going to try to kill you until you wipe them all out, period. So the Hamas disarm shit is a total fucking bullshit statement. It's a what is it? It's like fucking what Drew Tregley calls it, a Barnum statement, a Barnum world statement, right? One of those empty platitudes that means nothing. Hamas disarming is a bullshit statement.
Well, look, here's
that's like saying we can be friends with Russia if Russia gives up their nukes, right? That's like saying
there we go.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Well, the question is, Corey, why can't we be friends? I mean, they had a song. They made a song about this.
Okay, so there were these people that were allegedly cast out of their homeland a long time ago.
Well, yeah.
And they pretty much died out as a people, period. And then a couple hundred years later, a bunch of bored white people said, hey, that looks fun. Let me try that. And that gave birth to the problems that we see in the world today.
Bunch of I like that. I like that statement. A bunch of bored white.
It's not too far off from the truth because the King Bulan, the king of the Khazars, which was a huge empire that no one ever talks about anymore because that's where the real Jews come from, right? So it's really a piece of land that stretches from the Ukraine all the way to Kazakhstan, just shy of Moscow. It was a huge piece of land, and it's modern day Ukraine for the most part. And so all of his people were fucking basically a pagan type of thing called Tengrism, which was like black magic, ritual black magic and sacrifices and the darkest shit, right? And like people would try to pass through the land, like Russians would try to pass through the land, Europeans would try to pass through the land to get to Russia. And then like the people were such fucking scumbags, they would fucking rob people and steal their shit and then assume their identities and continue on their journey as if they were that people. That's like a well-documented thing that these people would do. So the fucking king was like, my people are a bunch of scumbags. We need to find some religion here. And so he called in representatives of Christianity, or this is in like the 600s or 700s. And he called in representatives of Buddhism and he called in some rabbis. And the rabbis did their shtick. And you know how they are. They fucking got their way one way or another. And so he converted himself and his inner circle in the kingdom to Judaism. And this is after the establishment of the Talmud. And the Talmud fell right in line with their old black magic shit. So eventually he converted his entire kingdom and then all the people of the whole empire, right? And this is where the Jews come from. And so one theory is that their ritualistic black magic shit basically stayed with them and was incorporated into their Judaism. And that's where you get the modern day child sacrifice and shit and the Jeffrey Epstein stuff and like all that. The real occult, biblical, fucking weird shit. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why I'm talking about this, but that's the deal.
Okay. Well, look, Corey, I mean, Kushner says that, man, as soon as Hamas demilitarizes, then it'll be a great thing. Right now, the only thing they're doing is holding the people of Gaza back from achieving their true aspiration. Okay.
Of what, eating?
Well,
Gaza's true aspiration?
That could be the case. But look at this timeline right here, Corey. We got the 2-year war, of course. Then we got the 20-point plan, ceasefire, release of hostages.
This is not this is propaganda.
CR 2803, historic humanitarian aid, Corey.
This is propaganda. Historic. They want these people dead.
Well, not according to this, Corey.
This has been one big ongoing ritual satanic sacrifice.
Yeah, but Corey, you see this at the end, right? Peace and prosperity. We got to talk about that. Security, de-radicalization, free market economy, reconstruction. Don't you want your city to look like this? Don't you want it to look like it's from the damn Jetsons? What it is?
No, man. I want to go back to the 80s where everything was run down and shit.
Don't you want your city to look? Look at this. This looks like some shit from the Hunger Games. Don't you want your city to look like this?
No.
It is. That's what I want to know. Why they think it's gonna look like this? Is there a city that looks like this?
This is some dumb shit. Like this. I don't get the Christopher Columbus boats. Like
that's what I was saying. They got the oil rigs out there, though. Oil rigs, and then we got the slave trade boats. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, hold on a second. I mean, we tried to figure this thing out, bud. Hey, but look, they're looking at Corey. They're looking to bring tourism to New Gaza. Okay. I don't know what you're gonna go see out in New Gaza. You think that you know what they would have out there? They would have a historic museum. And the historic museum would be the Hamas warring with Israel, and they will have relics of the past in there. And you'd be able to go tour that thing. Coastal tourism, Corey. That's what this would look like.
This shit right here is never going to happen.
Well, no, they're saying that they're trying to make it happen, but Hamas is slowing them down.
Man, I'm going to fucking vomit. The propaganda is choking me to death.
They said as soon as we get Hamas out the way, okay, we can start rebuilding. All right? And we can look towards the future. Don't you want to look towards the future?
No, not at all.
Man said not one bit. Man said I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. Well, that's some good stuff. Hey, I got our main topic today. Of course, it's been swirling around that we're having the snowstorm of the century. It's going to be hitting my area over here, the East Coast. All right,
it's hilarious.
Any rumblings about it.
It's missing us, dude. And I live in Colorado, where we want snow. We're supposed to have snow all the time in the winter. We've only had 2 snow. It's only snowed twice here so far.
Oh, is that
this
right?
winter it's only snowed twice. Yeah, it snowed in fucking November.
That's weird for y'all, isn't it? That's weird.
Yeah. But no, it's not too weird because when this shit happens, it means that we get snow until like May. That's typically what it fucking means, and nobody wants to be hearing that shit. Right. That's usually how it goes with us. I've seen it delayed a couple times, but like this one was the first time I remember a Christmas with no snow.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, they're expecting the NYC region to be pummeled with the most snow in decades,
pissed, dude.
as monster storms set to wreak havoc. Now I don't know that they had said allegedly that we were going to be getting. Now this is in my area in North Carolina. They were like 3 inches of ice and 18 inches of snow. I'm like, niggas, settle down, okay? You know what I'm saying? Calm down. Now this stuff has since regressed in their early predictions, and so we're looking more on the up and up. We'll probably get a little bit of a what I like to call the wintry mix. Might get a little wintry mix on Saturday night, early Sunday morning, but that's gonna be about it. Okay. But they're saying some of these other areas. I seen some areas in the mountain. They were like 22 inches of snow. I'm like, 22 inches, okay. I mean, that's getting right out here.
Do you not get snow every year?
No, we don't get snow every year.
See, the only thing that the only thing that snow fucks up for me is because my only mode of transportation is my motorcycle, and so it's rough when it snows. Like I took it out the other day, and there was still patches of ice in certain places, so I had to be ultra careful. That kind of sucks.
Right. Now they are expecting 18 inches of snow in New York City. And I thought they would be used to 18 inches of snow. Doesn't seem that bad for New York City. Is that terrible? I mean, let me know.
No, I mean it snows every year there, so I don't know what their problem is. It's probably maybe a lot by on the books, but they get snow every year, so they should be used to it.
But they say that it'd be the most snowfall there since the blizzard of '96. See, I got in my head that they just get snow all the time, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter, I don't think.
But they said that'd be the most snow they've gotten. So we talking about 18 inches was a foot and a half. Foot and a half of snow. Solid.
Yeah. Which
is like, I do remember, and I'm gonna ask you what's your worst one, but I do remember when I was middle school. We were out of school for like 2 weeks. And I was and we were without power at the house for over a month. Because one of the trees tore the transformer off of the side of the house. So, yeah, but that was like 95, 94. Like it was a long time ago. But I grew up in
Florida.
Yeah, we had like a foot and a half, 2 foot of snow. Like it was crazy.
See, I grew up in Florida most of the time. I mean, I left New York when I was like 9, but I grew up in Florida. And our biggest thing was like we had hurricanes that came through every year. And so where we were, we never got direct hits ever. So, but we got like, the outsides of it. So we had, there were almost every year we were out of school a couple of days because a hurricane came through and power got knocked out and all that stuff. Hell, when I was in Louisiana back in like 2022, I think it was, me and Chris he had a little trailer, like a little house manufactured house up on little blocks, and, man, we survived a direct hit by a hurricane there. And, it was wild, man. All the power went out. We were burning candles. His town was only like a half a mile long, but like power lines were knocked over and shit. That was pretty wild.
Oh, okay. But that's more hurricane weather as opposed to snow.
Yeah, I never really had much problem with snow because I grew up in Florida. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't have much problem.
It snowed there back in like 86. I remember it snowed in like 86.
I think they said Florida's supposed to get some of this snow. It's supposed to hit the entire East Coast. The top of Florida is supposed to get some of this snow.
Right. My sister's out there in the top of Florida. She'll get some of that.
Yes, and this is alleged. Like I said, the forecast keeps changing. But of course, whenever we have situations like this, people automatically, flock to the grocery store for milk and bread because they want to make porridge. I'm assuming. I'm like, guys, they said it's gonna snow for like half a day, man. I mean, like in my area, it's like you go to the store, like all the milk's gone, all the bread's gone. You're like, I mean, y'all dead ass. I mean, it's just like, bro, yeah, it's gonna be a day, man. It's gonna be like one day. You know, it's back like during the diseases should not be named. It's like, oh man, you're gonna be at the house, so go buy 40 packs of toilet paper and stash them at your house. I'm just like, bro, just get you a pack of toilet paper, and then like in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or however long it take, when that runs out, just go and get another pack. Like we ain't got to load the whole back of an express van up with toilet paper.
So when society crumbles and we go Mad Max style, production of toilet paper will cease. What will we all do?
You think everybody do the was it the bidet?
I don't think so.
There's something about a bidet that I just can't get down with. There's something about that whole water just shooting in my asshole. I'm just like,
I never used one. I never had the opportunity. I'd give it a shot and see what the deal is. People who use it like it. I don't know.
it's something about it, man. It's just like, it's weird. It's I don't know. I'm like, I said I don't want that much pressure back there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this pressurized water like that. I'm gonna prefer it if I got water, it will run through the crack as opposed to being forcefully fed into the crack. So I think that's my issue. I feel like I'm being violated.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, and you don't want those feelings. You don't want that feeling of violation. So we got milk, bread. Corey, what's your other essentials that? Because I don't know, it's a little different in your area because it snows all the time. So I'm guessing people just don't go and crash the shelves in your area.
No, we're civilized here. When that shit was going on with the toilet paper, I was in Denver, and they're not as civilized as we are up here in Fort Collins.
Okay, I got you. So out there in Denver, they said we had toilet paper bandits out there. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. Oh man, I remember going in there, and there'd be like, one roll of the cheap shit left. You'd be like, what?
He'd be like, "What the hell is going on?" And look, I that happens to me all the time. Like we'll have some winter weather coming up, and I'm like I don't think anything about the winter weather. I'm just like, okay. And I was like, well, I'm gonna go to the store and pick something up, and I'll get in there, and I'll be like, man, what the hell's going on in here? Why all the bread gone? And look, here's what's key. Like, all of your regular, already sliced loaf bread, that'll be gone. But your shit that they make at the store, won't nobody be buying none of that shit. Your French baguettes and all that shit. If they got,
I always wonder who buys that shit. I go to the
baguette.
Yeah, so my favorite aisle is the fucking discount bakery aisle because that's where like they got the cookies and shit for like half price and stuff because they're a day old. Just constantly like if you go there at like 10 o'clock in the morning, it seems like the entire bakery section got stuffed in there. They got every fucking bread you could possibly imagine. You'd think they would just cut down on making the shit since it all ends up on the cheap rack.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm partial to like brioche.
I don't eat a lot of bread at all.
Brioche loaf. I'll get me a fresh brioche loaf. No, I'll use the brioche for French toast.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, does it like eating the French toast cancel out everything you did at the gym the day before?
No. What cancels out the stuff you did at the gym is your inconsistency within eating. And that's what I keep telling people. I'm like, you need to consistently eat the same shit all the time. Because when you do that, you're going to be good.
So this week, I changed things up a bit. I have eaten steak 1, 2, 4 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And avocados. And some bacon. Oh, I got bacon. I went to the deli counter.
Oh,
not the
okay.
deli counter, the meat counter. I didn't get the shit off the shelf. I said, you give me some of that bacon right there. You know, that thick ass shit they got from behind the counter. And then I got, let me see. One day I got a top roast, and then I got what did I get? I got a fucking New York strip, and that lasted me a couple of days. And then I'm getting a ribeye next time is what I'm going to get. It's costing me a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
But I don't care.
Okay.
Because I've been eating, I haven't been eating consistent at all, and my diet sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It's just not, you know, it is what it is. It's a modern American diet, you know? So I'm going steak, a lot of steak.
Okay.
And it's been really good. But I suck at cooking the steak. I fuck it up every time. It's either too raw or too cooked. And so I slice it like fajita. You know what I mean? I slice it like fajita
Okay,
steak.
you slice it thin. You slice it thin.
Yeah, and then I cook it up like that, and it cooks up in like 2 minutes, and it's perfect. So that's how I've been doing it.
Okay, so we need to get you some cooking lessons on the steak.
Right.
So the best way to prepare it, sir, cast iron. Okay.
That's what my roommate said.
Iron pan. You're gonna hit it. You're gonna have your olive oil base. You're gonna have your butter. You're gonna have your garlic and your thyme. Okay. You want to salt the meat 30 minutes prior to placing it upon said hot skillet. You want to make sure the skillet's hot now. All right. And you're going to sear that side for 3 minutes. All right. You want to sear it. You want to sear it to the point where it actually releases itself. Because it'll release itself from the pan after proper searing.
That's the sign, right? If it releases itself, that's the sign.
Yep, that is seared properly. Okay, you want to flip the other side, sear that. I think that's a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then you finish in said oven. That's actually how to do it.
In said oven?
Yes.
Tell me more.
Yeah, that's actually how to do it at your high end places. Sear, finish in the oven to the temperature you want. That way the outside stops cooking as much. So you don't have a burnt outside.
You might have changed my entire steak career, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Check out, what was it? Gordon Ramsay. When he was that's the first time I'd seen that was when he did it, and I was like, oh, I've never heard of that. And he's like, yeah, I mean, this is the way that you get your steak the way you want it. You know, most people want it, well, like medium rare or medium. That's the way most people eat their steak. I'm more towards medium well myself. I'm not a big fan of.
I don't like that pink shit, man. I don't want it talking to me or going moo or none of that shit. I like the shit.
And that.
Man, we went to dude, I got to tell this, we went back for the second time to the Brazilian steakhouse in town.
Okay.
You end up dropping with tip and everything like close to $60. But they come around every couple minutes with this new thing. They're like, you want some of this meat? And then they shave it right into your plate, dude. Oh my God. I had like 5 kinds of steaks. They had a whole bunch of different chicken. They had some lamb. I don't do lamb really. Probably because I'm just prejudiced for no reason. It's weird, you know, eating Bambi and shit. And so that was bomb. That was fucking bomb. It's worth every penny.
Okay. Now, another thing that you got to realize when you're doing the steak is what cut do you have? So, you know, like your ribeye's got more fat, so it's got to render that fat. So the cooking procedures could be a touch different as opposed to if you're doing like a T-bone or a fillet. Actually, if you're doing a fillet, you're better off to butterfly the fillet because fillets usually come thick. And so you don't want to try to cook it like that. You want to try to even that out. So when I go somewhere and I say, hey, I'm going to get a fillet, I always tell them to butterfly. So I'm still going to get it medium well.
What temperature you put it in the oven at?
I think it's at
I would think that's like a 375 kind of deal.
Yeah, I think it's 350 or 375. Hold on. Steak in the oven. Here we go. Okay, so this is what they say right here. Oh no, it's actually it's higher than that. So searing hot oven safe skillet on stovetop for 1 to 3 minutes per side to build a crust. Then transfer the skillet directly to a preheated 400 to 450
Ooh,
temperature
that's
oven.
hot. Well, that probably maintains that outer crisp.
Yep.
So you get it out and it looks like it's all sweating and shit.
Yep, for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on thickness, until it reaches your desired internal temperature. Now, what's key? You got to let it rest. You're supposed to let it rest for 5 or 10 minutes. You're not supposed to immediately cut it. And that's supposed to retain the moisture within the meat. Something about the fibers reacting and you lose all the moisture if you immediately cut it. Let's say the same thing with chicken and stuff too. Technically, you're supposed to let the meat rest. So there it is. This can up your steak game. And you might need to up your steak game if you're snowed in. You know what I'm saying? They may not have no power, but you can still do this like on a charcoal. For me, nothing beats the charcoal grill. Okay, the flavor you get from the charcoal, I don't know. It's just like it's my thing. I don't know how you feel about that.
You use them different, like wood chips, like mesquite chips, and the different stuff, or just straight charcoal?
I use the charcoal, but I might get the different flavor ones. You know, they got like apple wood, and you know they got different variations of said charcoal. So every once in a while I dabble in that. But some good old matchlight, quick start matchlight, burger, dog, shrimp on the grill. Man, you can't beat it. Now, I tell people a good way to do your chicken, if you get like leg quarters, you have where one side has got the charcoal on it, and you actually put the leg quarters on the opposite side of the grill, on the cold side of the grill, and you close it. And you let it cook for like 5 hours.
I can't do it, man. I do chicken breast, and that's it.
But I'm trying to tell you about this thing, a slap now. It slaps.
It slaps.
With the leg quarters, it slaps. When you do it like that, bud. It infuses that the charcoal flavor into the chicken, and your chicken's not dry, and it's fall off the bone. Now, you can do this with chicken breast. You can still do it with chicken breast. But I usually do it with leg quarters. That's what I usually do it with. So it's been a little while since I did that. But because it is time, it is a lot of time invested. Like, you need to be like, hey, I don't plan on eating for 5 hours, so I'm going to start this grill. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're hungry right then, that's not the way to go, okay? So if you're hungry right now, that's not what you do, okay? That's not what you do.
That's one of the biggest problems I have with cooking, man. The preparation and the cooking. It takes that forever, and then I eat the shit in like 7 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck?
There you go. I eat slow as fuck, so it's like I eat crazy slow. Like, my girlfriend would be done eating, and like she would be asking for a box because she tries to cut down on her portion size, and the waiter would be like, "Oh, sir, do you want a box too?" I was like, "No, I'm just slow eating. Like, I'm not gonna need a box. It's gonna take me another 15, 20 minutes because I'm just slow as hell eating." So, guys, we're giving you some tips and tricks out here that you might be able to use during this winter weather. Okay. And people's already bought up all the propane. Somebody backed their truck up and just bought all the propane at a local store. I mean, of course they'll be able to use it, but I'm just like, maybe somebody else might need some propane. You know.
Yeah, I went blue to show how cold it is.
Others. Yeah, I would tell people to think about others, but that's asking too much, and I know that. I mean, it's just like some other people out here might want to get some of this stuff, and it's just like, no, because I've got it, okay, because I need it. All right, so that's what I think about that. So yeah, this is some stuff you might be able to use right here for the next few days. You can use this charcoal on the grill. You can do it pan seared. However, if you're using your propane, if you ain't got any power, you can still do this. All right, you have to switch things up a little bit because you're not gonna have the oven. But I don't know. People got generators and stuff. Some folks say that they sold out of generators at the nearest hardware stores. I'm just like, I'll just go and just buy shit just to be buying shit. You know what I'm saying? Just the slightest scare. Which is why I've always said, Corey, that folks don't need to know information. You know, we always like, man, you're empowered when you know information. I was like, yeah, but most people are just like very like, oh shit. And so they just panic and they just start doing shit. And so that's why when a lot of people are like, hey man, I want to know all the info, I'm like, but yeah, can you handle the info? What Tom Cruise said, you can't handle the truth. Was that Tom Cruise?
No, it was Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah, that nigga too. All right. He said it too. All right. Or Tom Cruise said I want the truth. And Jack Nicholson said you can't handle the truth. And it just is what it is. People can't handle the truth out here. And I guess it's all good. Corey, before we start getting out of here, they're releasing. Have you seen the new Darth Maul miniseries they're doing on Disney Plus?
No.
Yeah, Maul, Shadow Lord. Here, let me pull this up.
Is it like not animated? And does he get spider legs?
No, it's animated.
Oh.
But sometimes,
so I'm assuming he gets the spider legs.
Yeah, sometimes their animated stuff is better than their live action stuff. So I'm gonna play this trailer.
Times have changed. I will show you the galaxy for what it truly is. See things from a new perspective.
Is this what our future holds? Always running.
I invite you to look more closely.
What are we dealing with?
Good question. And I offer you an opportunity.
Maul.
We have all been made to suffer. We survive, but do not live. The Emperor wants you dead. Chains can be broken.
Hang on!
And empires can be shattered.
Well, it actually looks like it could be pretty good.
It's gonna suck, but it could be okay. If he doesn't get spider legs, then it's stupid.
I don't know the exact time period this is in, though. You know what I'm saying? What's the time period? So, I mean, that's something. But I'm just saying from the trailer, I mean, the trailer looked pretty fire.
It looks all right. Did you ever watch Andor Season 2?
No, I need to.
I do too.
I need to.
Because it's probably good.
Yeah, I need to. I need to hunker down and do it. Well,
it's pretty weird that like the best thing Star Wars has made ever seems to be the 2 Andor seasons and fucking the movie. Rogue One. That seems to be like the best of all the shit.
Yeah, well, for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
You could say that. Hey, but look, it's okay, Corey, because we got Mando and Grogu coming out in like May, so it's gonna be a fun-filled adventure.
Ugh.
I know what you're looking. We appreciate everybody for being with us. Hopefully, if you got the winter weather that hits you, hopefully everything goes well for you. If you lose power, hope it's briefly. Make sure you got milk and bread so you can make fucking porridge. I think that's why people get that shit. So, yeah, because they say milk and bread, but they don't ever say about anything to put in between the bread. So I'm always like, I've got a brow raised on that. So, I mean, it's just something. It's like, okay, so you bought all the milk and bread, but I still see all the sandwich meat up here. So I'm trying to figure out what y'all got going on. If it's something you really want to do, potatoes, because potato has everything in it that you need to survive. That's why when the potato famine happened, was it like millions of people died?
But there's some conspiracy to that shit too. We'll have to talk about on the next episode.
Okay, on the next episode of Beyond the Cube. Oh, are we UFC this weekend?
Yeah,
It's the first event. Yeah,
bro.
So we're UFC,
and my roommate has Paramount and gave me a fucking a authorized user, so I can have it on my big screen.
Bam, you in there? We in there, guys. We're in there big. We should be back on Wheezy's What Is Truth podcast this weekend for the first UFC event of the year. A little bit of a letdown because Kayla Harrison had a herniated disc, so she's not fighting Amanda Nunes. So things have changed a little bit there, but we'll see what we got. It feels like it's been damn a year since the UFC has had an event. It's been damn 2 months just about. So yeah, make sure you join us for that. CoreyHughes.org, BloodHistory.substack.com, Warner from History JFK book, Lee Harvey Oswald in black and white. 3 new books coming out this year. You know what the deal is. Get you some independent media token. I just bought some Solana the other day. I'm going to make a transfer over into some independent media token forthwith. Okay? So make sure you get you some today. Like I said, you got to get Solana first. Okay? And we appreciate everybody being with us on this episode of Beyond the Cube. Catch us Saturday with Wheezy. Catch us Sunday, day 0. Peace out.